For more on the investigation into the assassination, here with us is retired U.S. Marshal Art Roderick. Art, good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, Hena.
Let's talk about that GoFundMe page. It's been taken down, but fundraisers supporting the shooting suspect have popped up. There's another website. It's a Christian crowdfunding site. They have a Mangione fundraiser. It's front and center on their website. How significant could these fundraising efforts be in further popularizing the shooter?
Well, I think it's happening already. I mean, it happened the minute his photo came out. Not only is he getting these GoFundMe pages and money being donated for his defense, but women seem to be coming out of the woodwork to want to marry this guy. So it doesn't surprise me. This happens quite a bit with these high-profile type of criminals, but it's a sad commentary on where we are right now in society.
Many people agree with you there. There is a Florida woman who was arrested after she ended a phone call with her insurance company. She said delay, deny, depose. Of course, those are the same words written on the bullet casings recovered in the CEO's death. How concerned should officials be that others might use this shooting as an example?
We're always concerned about that. You've heard the term copycat, and this is exactly what law enforcement is always concerned about. Anytime any one of these high-profile shootings occur, or any type of high-profile type case, is law enforcement's always concerned that you're going to have copycats out there. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this occurring around the country.
To that point, we've seen wanted posters with the faces and private information of other healthcare company CEOs. They're popping up all over New York City, including the crime scene where the assassination happened. Now, Art, if you were doing security for these CEOs, what additional safety measures would you be taking?
Well, I guarantee you that immediately these CEOs across the country, many of whom have security details, those immediately not only just got beefed up, but also looked at the current threats out there on all these individuals. And then you can gear up your specific detail accordingly. Now, a lot of these CEOs, I mean, we used to have this same problem in the U.S. Marshal Service when we protected federal judges and other court personnel, is that if it's not a requirement, then the actual person that's being protected can turn the protection down. Now, the protection can also vary in different forms. Maybe you just have a driver that picks you up in the morning, takes you home at night, or a full-blown 24-person detail that's working, protecting you at your home 24/7. So there's different ways of doing it.
Some are hiring private security. We know they've also been hired at the Pennsylvania McDonald's where Mangione was apprehended. There's so many supporters, like you and I talked about, for the suspect. How do you assess the threat level to these employees? One of them who simply made a call because they recognized Mangione eating a hash brown inside.
Yeah, this is always a concern, especially when there's a reward out there. And, these individuals that made the call specifically from the McDonald's are up for that type of reward. So you always have to be cautious on any of these high-profile cases. It's the squeaky wheel. I think this is a very small majority of people out there that are supporting this individual. But, in a population of 350 million in this country, 10% of the population supporting this person is a lot of people.
I agree with you. Let's talk about the weapon. Police say the gun recovered on Mangione was created using a 3D printer. I've actually seen video of this being used or happening. It seems disturbingly easy. How concerned are you that such weapons can be so easily replicated?
Law enforcement's very concerned. I mean, ghost guns have been around for a long time. Basically, the ATF definition of a ghost gun is a privately made firearm. So the government calls them PMFs. And those privately made firearms do not have serial numbers on them. So basically, they're untraceable. Now, these specifically in this case with these 3D printed weapons, most of them are made out of a polymer or a plastic type material. And they're getting better and better They're getting better materials and better plans to make these weapons. But generally, those weapons have been pretty unreliable in the past because the minute you fire them, the heat can distort the weapon because it is made of a polymer plastic and can misalign the weapon so that it just never fires again. But again, they're getting better and better with materials and plans to make these handguns a lot better. In fact, between 2016 and 2021, there were over 45,000 ghost guns confiscated by police at crime scenes.
I know.
So there's a lot of them out there.
And almost no way to trace them, like you mentioned.
Right.
Very scary.
Exactly.
Art Roderick, we always appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Thanks, Hena.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.